So, after the performance, the audience was cool silence. And after I talked to a couple of people and they were like, I have no words. Is it the usual reaction after this show? And is it what you are aiming for?
Yeah, it's very usual reaction. There is always a silence. And now we even have the winner of the silence was in South Korea, where the silence was like 2 minutes before they started to clap.
Yeah, and also throughout the show in Seoul, they were very silent.
But we don't necessarily aim for silence. We aim for emotions, and whatever emotions we struck in the audience, we are happy for that.
And what does the title Force Beauty mean exactly?
Well, it's a playful title, like, because we deal with fascination with violence, but also we wanted to actually mislead a little bit in the beginning the audience what we are working with, so they are not only focused on that. So we play also with the portrayal of women, and we basically deconstruct the cliché femininity throughout the piece. So it's like playful mixture of topics that we needed to have in a title, I would say.
And is it important because you were highlighting the femininity? Is it a piece about women and violence towards around, or everyone in general?
Well,
yeah, I think it's in general. You can read it, but because we are 2 women on stage, many people also read it, that we are working with them. We are playing with this, the high heels, all the makeup.
But I mean, there is definitely very strong feminist undertext. How do you say it in English? Is it undertext?
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, like
we just
like a carpet underneath the whole
and
performance.
it's very important. We are very conscious about the choices we are making throughout the piece, and we work with femininity and deconstruct it. But it's also by the nature of that we are 2 women on stage.
And the last text in the piece is also violence towards women. Yeah.
Where did you find these texts? Why did you choose these texts in particular?
Well, we've been fascinated with the hate comments online because they use very violent language. So we started to collect those, and then we understood that the language is very connected. If you would, because of course the fascination with violence and murders is in us as human beings in nature. And we figure out that the hate comments are actually very connected with what is then, in the worst cases, happening also in murders. So we put those 2 things that are very available online. We just collected a lot of hate comments towards public women, and we collected a lot of murder cases and collect them together. And sometimes you can't really say what's what.
Yeah, but it's all information we found online. And then we really wanted to stage this. We used very long time to figure out how to stage this verbal violence. So we thought that we should be like as monstrous and disgusting and try to physically be so much as them. And can never be so much, but attempt to go in that direction of disgust and filth.
But also, we tried many approaches, and this was the only one that worked. Like, the language is so terrible that we really need to do also something extreme with our bodies and expressions, because otherwise there was it did not fit somehow.
And the voice also, to distort the voice with the teeth is very important also.
And why the violence? Do you think it's important nowadays, or this society?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I think it's part of basically nature, but I would say that nowadays even more, like come on, we are 2019, soon 2020, and we still have fucking wars. We have even worse politicians that we had 10 years ago. So we have like now, there are very terrible cases of murders and rapes in Slovakia just recently. Like it's obviously it's super a live topic still nowadays, sadly.
And it's also the verbal or the online, the trolling is very much happening also, and it doesn't seem to calm down. That if you are any sort of not white heterosexual man, you will get so much hate for putting things out public. Yeah. So we think it's important.
Yeah. And you know, we made it in 2016, and it feels that sadly, it's every year even more up-to-date topic and performance than in 2016.
Oh yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah.
And is it a piece that you are currently working on? A new production?
Yeah.
With the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're working.
Yeah,
with
there will be premiere soon in February in Norway called new piece called Bad Man Spell. So we are working with those bad boys of today, but again through feminine body. And I will not say more. It's better that the piece will speak for itself when it comes.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you for inviting us.